Welcome back to Newbie for Hire and our first aberration tutorial. This one is a Karkinos trap. That is the giant crab. This is a super easy trap to build, and you can solo trap him, you can solo tame him. Let's get started. Now you're able to build this however you want. You can eyeball it from the behemoth gate, but we're going to start backwards so that we can get some measurements in case you wanted a more exact trap. So we're going to put 2 foundations there. Then we're going to put a thatch foundation off of this. 4 of them. We'll need a wooden pillar here to keep this going. These are not part of the trap. This is just to get the distance we want from here to the rest of the trap. So we'll demolish these later, and you don't even need to build these. If you just want to eyeball it, you'd probably be fine. And we'll go ahead and put another pillar there and one more ceiling there, because basically the dino gates we're going to put are going to be 2 ceilings apart or 2 foundations apart. And we're going to take our regular dinosaur gate and we're going to go ahead and K-cam that so we can get zoomed out. We're going to put it at an angle. This is too far of an angle, so we're going to bring it in a little bit. That's about the angle you want. Basically from one end to the other should be about 1 foundation or 1 ceiling, so that's kind of the angle we want. Doesn't have to be exact. And then we're gonna bring it into the ceiling just like this. We're gonna put it down like that, and we're gonna do another one on the other side, angled the other way. So do the same thing. You can see the distance there. Just bring it in like that and place it down. Now we can destroy all this structure here, this thatch and these 2 pillars we built here. Then we're going to put our behemoth gate down. And now we're going to put in front of these 2 gates just like this. Then you can go ahead and put the doorway in that. Should look like that. And then we're going to put a couple more pillars here right next to these. Three high, and then 1 on the other side. Just like that, and that is where the crab gets trapped. Now we're just going to go 6 walls up. That's 4, 5. We need 1 more, and we're going to go ahead and use the ladder to build that. We're going to put a ladder here, going all the way up this. We got 1 more wall to do, and 1 more ladder. And then at the top of that, we're going to go ahead and put a ceiling, and then another ceiling, 4 ceilings. And this is where our catapult turret goes. We're gonna stick it on this edge here, not blocking our ladder. Just like that. Perfect. And down here we'll go ahead and create the entrance to our trap. This right here is all we need for the trap, but in order to keep annoying dinos and people out, we'll just go ahead and put these doors in, put a wall there, wall here, and then you could put fence foundations and walls all the way around it, or use spikes. It doesn't really matter. We'll go with spikes. It should take you 8 spikes roughly if you're doing spikes. And on this side we'll go ahead and extend this 1 more, just so we're not spiking through our entrance. And then just bring it over. And 1 more. And we open it. Try and get it to open inwards. Be a little easier. All right, let's go get a crab. Now we want the crab trap relatively close to the crab spawns without blocking the spawns, because they're kind of a pain to kite over long distances. All right, we got this one following us. We're just gonna bring him into the trap and try and keep him aggroed a little for a second longer so that he stays in it. It's a very small space for him. It may take a couple of times opening and closing the door. Looks like we got a different one. Different one wants a piece. If you stay right next to him, you can get him interested. Now he's trapped in. All we got to do now is climb our ladder and shoot him a few times. And when we're shooting this guy, we're going to aim for the main shell. If you hit the legs, it's not going to do anything. And the catapult rocks already do enough damage that you could potentially kill it even if you get all the hits correctly. So, you know, depending on the health it's gained. So you kind of wait till he wiggles around until you can get a body shot. If you have multiple people, you can aggro him a little bit to get him to face the way you want, but it's not necessary. I've tamed quite a few of these without it. And he's out. As you can see, he's pretty bloody. I don't think I missed any shots. He normally does a little different wiggle move when he gets hit, but I didn't want to do it. Anyway, he's out, and he's almost dead. As you can see, 600 out of 3,800. Once he's out, you can either feed him spoiled meat, which is what's most easily available, but it's not his favorite food. His favorite food is the carbonemus egg or the turtle kibble. So if you have that, feed him that. If you don't have that, feed him spoiled meat. And it's as simple as that. If you wanted to eyeball build this, I'd start by building the behemoth gate, then use the behemoth gate to angle these smaller gates off of. And once you got those built, build the pillars, and then eyeball the distance between this, build your foundations, and build up from there. And it's not, these distances don't have to be exact. I just built it that way to give you a measurement to work off of. That definitely works, but if it's not exact, it'll still work. I've eyeballed a couple of these traps before. Now we'll quickly hop on another server where I already have some of these tamed, just to demonstrate how powerful these things are. Alright, this is another private server. On this one you can actually see the damage we've done. But first I'll demonstrate. With the left claw you can pick up dinosaurs. You can also, with the right claw, he can jump like crazy, as you can see. And you can jump while carrying the dinosaurs. Now we'll grab with the right claw, and you just do that by holding down the right click or the left click in order to grab. And you can jump while holding these dinos. Even better, you can actually tame the dinos. You can actually get off the crab and he'll still be holding them, unlike other dinosaurs that will let go or drop. Then you just be careful not to hit the crab, and we can knock dinos out in his claws, or you can just drop them off at your taming pin. As you can see, knocked him right out of the claw. And then additionally, you can also throw dinosaurs. And to do that, you just hold down C, gives you a little reticle, and when you let go, it'll throw it wherever you aimed it. As you can see, you can throw pretty far. As far as his attack goes, if you left click, he attacks with his left claw, right click with his right claw. If you left and right click at the same time, he'll do a smash with both claws. Does more damage. As you can see, I'll jump to some wild dinosaurs. If I pinch this Sarco, 86 damage. If I double swing, 135. And it is an AoE ability, so he attacks all around him, or not quite all the way around him, but in a fairly decent area. And you can also use that to get out of combat, the jump. Of course, it's a little bit, if he is being attacked, it can interrupt the jump. So you might not be able to charge the jump as well. Like if you do a small jump, you can, hit space quickly, does a small jump. If you want to do a bigger jump, you can aim the reticle, hold down space, and when you release space, you'll do that jump. It's an extremely useful tame for killing, for getting around, and for grabbing dinos at taming. For some reason, piranhas really like to attack them though. The stego, I believe, is the largest thing he can pick up. He actually can't pick up a trike. He can pick up quite a few dinos though in the same size range of that. Anyway, I think it's one of the coolest creatures that they've introduced to the game, as well as being very powerful. So it's definitely worth taming. Here's my crab trap on this server. This one I actually eyeballed when I built it, but it's pretty much the same measurements. Works just fine. Tamed quite a few crabs out of it. They don't seem to do a ton of damage, so I typically level health into them. Movement speed, they only gain 1%. Weight might be okay. Stamina, they don't seem to need it. Leveled at all. The other ones I have plenty of stamina as well. Melee damage, their melee is kind of weak. It might be worth leveling a little, depending, I guess. But mostly I would just level health in this thing. Maybe a little weight, depending on what you're using it for. Although they already have a pretty decent weight. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. We'll catch you next time.